Okay, let's dive into something, well, pretty surprising today.
Definitely.
What if I told you the guy behind, one of the biggest fast food names out there started totally broke, got rejected like over 1,000 times, and didn't even really get going until he was 65.
It sounds, well, almost made up, doesn't it?
Right.
But that's the story we've got in the source material about Colonel Harland Sanders, the start of KFC.
Exactly. So our mission here is to really unpack that story based on these sources and, see what it tells us about what's actually possible, regardless of where you start.
And what's so compelling, I think, is how the material lays out his situation. I mean, it paints this picture of someone who had every single reason to just stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
He lost jobs before, his restaurant had gone under for good,
Right.
and his actual income was just his Social Security check. $105.
$105. Think about that. That's the foundation for a global brand.
Seems impossible.
But the story shows, instead of just, packing it in, he had this one thing, his fried chicken recipe.
That specific recipe.
So he grabs his spices, gets in his old car, apparently, and just hits the road.
And this wasn't about finding venture capital or anything like that. It was like super personal.
Ground level.
Yeah, driving across the country, just stopping at restaurants, diners.
Knocking on doors.
Basically saying, hey, try my chicken, use my recipe, just give me a small piece of the sales. A handshake deal, essentially.
And this is where the numbers in the material are just, wow. He did this again and again, day after day.
Driving state to state.
And got told, no, not 10 times, not 50.
1,009 times.
1,009 rejections.
Can you even imagine the sheer persistence? I mean, what does that tell you? It really makes you rethink what rejection even is.
It tells me that on the 1,010th try, someone finally said yes.
That one, yes.
And that single yes was the tiny spark, right? The thing that started it all, leading to this massive thing we know today.
Well, because he didn't quit. He just kept going.
The insights you can pull from this are pretty powerful, aren't they?
Definitely. The material really emphasizes that your age or what failures you've had or, your bank balance right now.
None of it
has to define your potential. It doesn't put some kind of limit on what you can still do.
Right. And you don't need like a huge pile of cash to start. You don't need everyone cheering you on from day one either.
Not at all. The story suggests you just need that one reason, right? One little spark of possibility to hang on to.
Keep chasing it.
And a really key thing, I think, is how the story treats rejection. It wasn't framed as failure.
No, it was just part of the process, a very long process.
Exactly. Failure wasn't the end point. It was just, a bump in the road you could get past. He didn't sit around waiting for the perfect time.
He made the time.
He went out and basically created his own opportunity through, sheer stubbornness and effort.
So when you think about your own path, whatever dream or challenge you're facing, this look at Sanders' beginning sort of suggests that your path to what's possible, it really starts the moment you decide not to give up.
That's a powerful takeaway from these sources, yeah. It really hammers that home.
And it leaves us with this final thought, something to maybe chew on. Perhaps your dreams don't have an expiration date.
Only excuses do.